Hi, it's Bryson here at the lovely Lurie Garden at Millennium Park in Chicago. As you can see, the flowers are starting to finally bloom in. They look lovely. The weather is lovely. And I just wanted to record a quick video talking about something that a lot of you, as you're going through your spiritual journey, have probably been experiencing. And that is your experience with what are called organic portals. Now, what are organic portals? They are basically the people in your life, and you all know who they are in your individual life, who are the constant source of agent attacks from the Matrix. They are the people who, when you put out subversive opinions, when you call out ulterior agendas and motives behind different things, they're right there to police you and to gaslight you, to shame you, to call you crazy. They come at you in predictable algorithmic manners. You can know who they are and when they're going to come, because they follow these robotic-like algorithmic patterns. These people will constantly call you a conspiracy theorist, and then when exactly what you said comes true, you'll still be a conspiracy theorist. And it doesn't matter how many times it comes true. You were crazy for saying it's going to happen. Then when it's proposed, you're still crazy. When it happens, then you're crazy for not agreeing with that change. And these people are impossible to argue with. They're impossible to debate. They are for the machine because they are of the machine. They are like computer programs. Forget trying to get them out of their programming. They usually watch lots of mass media. They follow political narratives. They don't think for themselves. And these people will never they'll never question why we live in a world where a tiny group of people who can all fit in one room get together and decide the global agenda for 7.79 billion people, as if the rest of us have no sovereign free will to decide our own lives. They will never ask why a small group of people get together and create currency out of thin air and enslave everybody else to debt that can never be paid back, because they create these notes that are based on debt, based on money they don't even have. So they ensure they continue to keep enslaving humanity to more debt that can never be paid and loot everybody of their resources. And it doesn't matter how much you point out the corruption, how many lies that they're told by mass media, they just won't see it. And you have to understand that these people exist as a portal for the Matrix to send agent attacks at you. And they're designed to frustrate you and drain your spiritual energy by getting you caught up in pointless arguments with them that will never be resolved. But most importantly, it's important to understand that these people who are these organic portals, they're not bad people. They don't think the way they think because they're bad. These are people who have not connected with what you have connected to in your spiritual journey. They have abandoned their connection to the divine guiding light that gives you the ability to see through the narratives and see through the agendas and read these things. And so, they're not here to destroy you in any way. They're actually, in fact, part of your spiritual journey. And many of these people are probably, family members, friends, people who are close to your life. And that's how this matrix works. It's designed to send those people. But you need to understand that it is a part of your spiritual growth and that these people are not evil. But you also need to understand that continuing to argue with them is a waste of time. And all they will do is call you a crazy conspiracy theorist for challenging anything. And so you have to learn to just love those people for who they are. But, obviously, if someone is harmful to your life, then, you may have to get them out. Now, obviously, if someone's a close family member, that's very hard. And people who are organic portals, who are close family members, they may be organic portals to these matrix attacks, but obviously they have a reason for being in your life. And most of those family members have probably done some, great things for you in your life. But I just wanted to briefly kind of talk about that because I'm sure that a lot of people who've been going through their spiritual journey, you know, especially over this last year with just the sheer level of deception that has been going on, you've probably been dealing with these frustrations where you're like, hey, I called that out a year ago and you called me crazy. Now here it's being proposed and I'm still crazy. And it's a frustrating thing to deal with, but you have to understand that, hey, we are blossoming spirits, just like these flowers you see. We have a lot of gorgeous flowers that are starting to come in here, and you need to understand that, you know, you're going through this for a reason, and that you do not have to be afraid, and that, you know, there is a plan for your life. So you have to just, you know, be cognizant of that and just understand that, you know, that this is all happening for, you know, a reason, and that it is an important part of your journey and your development. You have to think of, like in a prior video, I talked about how this world is something kind of similar to a video game. And like any video game that you play, as you go through different levels, it gets more difficult. So as this goes along and as this craziness that's been going on gets further and further and further and more bizarre, you're going to be dealing with more of this. But remember, you're a blossoming flower. Okay? So remember who you are and just save your spiritual energy. Just save your spiritual energy. Deal with it the best you can. And just do things to help yourself, like how you guys see me out in nature. You see me out in this beautiful park. I love going to national parks, state parks, city parks, gardens, whatever I can do. Because this is not an easy game we're playing, but I'm here as an ally for anybody who is listening to this video to let you know that you are going to be fine and that the best has yet to come for your life. So thanks so much for watching today, and I hope you guys have a great day.